Welcome to this tutorial request, which we will be talking a little bit about post-processes and how you can manipulate them in runtime using events like key presses, for example. So let's just jump into and see what we're going to be creating today. Before we continue with the video, if you like what I'm doing here on this channel, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel a lot. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So this is what we will be creating today. We have this world with two different post-processing volumes that are allowing us different views of the world in different areas. And we're just adding a key that allows us to disable a post-process volume easily in runtime. So here we are inside of Unreal Engine 4.26. And we have this landscape here where we have this unbound post-process volume here, which exists and covers the whole landscape. You can see that it's unbound and enabled here. In addition to that, we also have this other post-process volume inside this world, which is bound within the rectangles or the sides of this cube. And you can see that it looks quite different in this view here in comparison. Now, if we want to manipulate a post-process volume in runtime, we need to have a reference to it. To get a reference to it, we can just go into our character and type in something like a keyboard event, so like the key 5 in this instance, and then we could say like get all actors of a class and type in post-process volume, for example, and then we would get all the classes. However, since most of the time when you're working with post-process volumes and you want to manipulate them, you tend to have multiples of them, and if you want to get a very specific one, if we were to get all actors of post-process volume, we would get all of them. But we would just want to get this specific one in this case. And to be able to do that, we could, for example, go to our tags and add a tag. So we can add a tag which we can call PP for post-process or some other identifier you want to signify that this is the post-process volume that you want to manipulate. And then when we're in here, we can get actors by tag. But something to keep in mind with this is that we want to get the other one. And get actor tag. We want actors of a specific class and tag. Something to keep in mind with all your get actors are, of course, that you don't want to do it on something that's run a lot, like a tick or something that is repeated continuously or something like that. In that case, you would rather do this at a point in time like begin play or something else where you can do it once and then keep a reference instead. And then once you have that reference, you use the reference in your logic if you want to do it often. So here you can add our tag pp. So we want the post-process volume with the tag pp, and that is what we're going to be working on. So we have a for each loop here, for example. Since we only will get one result, this doesn't really matter, but from here we can go and say set enabled, for example. And we can say we want it to be false. So if we go in here now, we have our character inside of the box post-process volume, and running out it looks like this. So running back in here now, pressing 5 will disable this post-process volume, and we get the normal unbound post-process volumes effect instead. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you did not like it, leave a dislike. Leave any suggestions or comments you have down below. Subscribe and share this video if you want to see more like it in the future. That is all for now. Keep on learning. Take care.